Yo, people, I go by the name Prof, and you are watching to Rarako TV, the best YouTube channel ever you would ever get. Subscribe, click the bell to get notification anytime a video is being dropped for your juiciest of entertainment, sports, and everything at all that keeps trending. Rarako TV, number one. Keep it locked.
Hello,
Yeah,
my name is Nikita. What's your name?
I'm Peter.
Okay, so Peter, I want to ask you something. Why did you choose GIJ, Ghana Institute of Journalism, over all the other schools?
Oh, because I wanted to be a journalist, and as the name goes, Ghana Institute of Journalism, and I know GIJ is a practice. It deals with practicals and things. So that's why I chose GIJ over other schools.
Okay, so I want to know, what are your expectations? What did you expect from the school? And then since you are here, what are you seeing?
Okay, I expected something like practicals more than theory, but whilst I came here, I can see there are so many theories rather than the practical issues here.
Okay, so if I may know, what are some of the challenges? What are some of the challenges?
Okay, the challenges is one, I think they lack facilities, yeah, like the hostels. Students find it difficult. Also, sometimes they don't have a studio to train students to the journalism aspect and some to the PR aspect. Yeah, I think that's one of the challenges.
Okay, so thank you so much, Peter, for your time. Thank you so much.
Hello, welcome to Barako TV.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Otu Nathaniel Niamu.
Otu Nathaniel
Niamu.
Niamo.
Yes,
You are a Ghana, right?
Yes, please.
Wow. Okay, so please, you are a student of the Ghana Institute of Journalism.
Yes, please.
Why did you choose GIJ instead of choosing other universities?
Okay, so for me, ever since I was a youngster, I had wanted to become a journalist. Depending on how I speak in public, depending on how I flow in my English, I had wanted to go into an institute that trains students who want to become journalists in the near future. So that was the main reason why I came to GIJ.
Okay, that's fine. But if you are saying that you wanted to become a journalist, that's the main reason why you chose GIJ. Other universities, they also offer journalism courses. Legon, for instance, they have communication department. So what is that outstanding factor that made you choose GIJ over other universities?
Okay, yeah, you are saying the right thing there, but the thing is that people go to these institutes, people go to these universities. Let's say Legon, for instance, they have other departments that that is in the school. Secondly, they don't train only students for this journalism. But when it comes to GIJ, there is a Ghana Institute of Journalism. They train students to become journalists and then public relations students too. So with that, they focus mainly on the journalistic aspect of students. So that was the main reason why I chose GIJ over the other universities.
Wow, you've really impressed me. Now I'm really convinced, because so you want to tell me that if people are out there, they want to come to GIJ or they want to become professional journalists, then they should just choose GIJ, Ghana Institute of Journalism, because it's a specialized university for training of what? Future journalists. Wow, but what is one reason or one thing that the school is lacking, or what you were expecting before you came to the school, that when you came you were very disappointed?
Okay, so let's take this scenario. We want to become journalists, yes, but what are some of the things that are improving students, or what is the outstanding thing that the students, the teachers or the lecturers in that school have that is helping the students to become better journalists in the world? They don't have these studios that train students to become journalists. All what they do over here is that they organize these trainings for students and then they pay for it. So if you are someone who cannot afford these money to pay for these trainings, meaning that you're not going to get training. So I was the joy that I brought to this school, it was just limited because they didn't have these studios to help students train to become journalists and then have these journalistic aspects in them to also become good ones too.
Wow, so if I can get you well, when you came to Ghana Institute for the first 1 week, 2 weeks going, you were like, wow, I came here to study only theories. Meanwhile, you wanted a full practical aspect of your professional discipline. Okay, but yes, so far so good. Or
Okay, so far so good. We are still on it. So when you learn the theoretical aspect of it, you go out, you pay for people to help you in the practical aspects too. You can get the theoretical aspect without getting the practical aspect. It makes you lag behind. But when you combine these theoretical and then practical aspects together, it helps you become a better journalist on yourself too.
wow, it helps you to become a better journalist in the near future. Thank you, Nathaniel.
Thank you.
YouTube channel Rarako TV. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, yes, the lack of hostel facilities for students is a very big problem in GIJ. For example, last semester when we were coming, we were all new to the system. We came thinking we would have hostels, but when we came, there were no hostels in the school, and we were running helter-skelter looking for a place to sleep. And then I can't remember, there was this hostel close to the school. We went there, and then the man was like, the place is full, so we had to look for another hostel. And where we've gotten now, you have to board another vehicle before you get to school. So sometimes we have class at 7. If you don't have money for transportation, because right now the price of fuel has risen up. So if you don't have money for transportation, you have to walk to from the hostel to campus. And looking at the traffic here, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to even cross the road. It's very, very, very dangerous. So all these things and all these problems, I think it's all part of student stress. It makes the students very stressful. Yeah.
Okay, but we have other universities out there. Although they are having hostels, but yet still people are also running from their campuses to different places to look for like accommodation. So if you are saying GIJ is not having a hostel and that is affecting your academic awareness, your academic discipline negatively, do you think those out there who wants to come to GIJ, are they going to be inspired enough so that they will choose GIJ? Because we have other universities too as well that they have hostels, but they are not enough. So what is the main reason? The main reason why GIJ hostel is like a disappointment to almost all the students of GIJ?
Well, the main reason why it's disappointing to students is because, I mean, the Ghana Institute of Journalism is a well-known school, and we all there are so many students here that I think the management should think of, because students have classes on I think 7 a.m. As classes start from 7, and looking at the time that our classes start, I think we should have a hostel that's very close to the school so that we can have easy movements. For example, some students like me, we can't study in the hostel, so it's either everyone is asleep before we study, or we have to come to campus and come and study. So looking at the distance from the hostel to the campus, you always have to be walking. It's stressful. It's very stressful, and crossing the dangerous road, especially the highway, cars come and go like no one's business. They don't even care whether you're a student or not. It's very, very dangerous, and some people have to sit on campus as late as 9:30 to 10 before they go to the hostel, because the hostel they can't learn in the hostel, and then the hostel is not close to the school. The students walking from the campus to their hostels at that time is also very dangerous. So I think management should look at this kind of problems when it comes to student welfare.
I'm Rashida Ibrahim.
Wow, I'm also Ramat, a student of the Ghana Institute of Journalism. Are you a student of the Ghana Institute of Journalism?
Yeah, I'm a student of the Ghana Institute of Journalism.
A level
100 student.
Wow, okay. We learned GIJ, students of GIJ are having problems with hostel facilities, and the school itself is not having a hostel. So as a student and as a level 100 student, how is that a negative effect on your academic arena?
Okay, it's true. The school doesn't have a hostel, and some of us have to rent. And there are some hostels closer to the school, but those hostels, I don't think it's a nice environment. And some, even though it's a nice environment, some have less. I don't know if it is a pub or what in the hostel, which distract our learnings at night. You can't sleep, noise all over, and this is really, really affecting us. Walking from the hostels to the school to is something else. And the hostel is just a mess. So before I came to GIJ, I thought GIJ had a hostel, even though I had other schools to choose. But I thought GIJ had a hostel, and the profession I want is in GIJ, and I think it is the best school for me. But when I came, I think, oh, I should have gone to this place instead of GIJ. Like, the hostel is a stress on its own, getting hostel facilities.
Oh, okay, but I think we have two main campuses for GIJ, and then with the Ringway campus, I learned there is a hostel there, which is Alberto Hostel. When you come to the Jolu campus, we have the Pleasant Hostel here. But is it enough for students? Is the place adequate to cater for all GIJ students?
The place is not even adequate to cater for even level 100 students or class of the whole GIJ. Just take Pleasant Hostel for instance. It's a big hostel though, but the environment is cool. But like, we have something like, I don't know if it is a pub or whatever, which distracts learning. You can't even sleep. You see students going to school the following morning. Wait, I don't know. Like, they feel sleepy. You can see their eyes that they've not had enough sleep. And I know it's because of the noise there. And Alberto Hostel, I've gone to see the state of that hostel. I don't know. I'm just scared one day the hostel might just collapse on the students there.
This is funny though. It's funny, a serious problem, but it's funny. So what of those students that they pick cars? Some stays at Kaswa, La Paz. In fact, some are even from Insawam, all the way from Insawam to GIJ. So I think they are also suffering. What is that one thing that you want management of the school to do and the government to do to help students in this situation?
Even those in the hostels are suffering. So just imagine those from the house. Accidents all over all the time. You hear Jolu, there's an accident every time. So I think the management should think of building a hostel for students so that it will be convenient enough for them to come to school peacefully and learn. And I think if there is a hostel in the school, it will help in academic performance. It will increase. You can come to campus, learn anytime you want to learn, and it prevents, like, anytime you hear accidents, and you feel safe that your students are not passed because you have a hostel here, which they are in the hostel. When they just wake up, they are in school. So I think this should be considered. GIJ should really consider getting a hostel for the students.
Wow, thank you very much. This is one of the campus wahales that we've been talking about. GIJ, Ghana Institute of Journalism, they are not having a hostel, and it's really affecting students negatively. In spite of everything that they come here to do, the hostels are facilities that they are not having. It's really, really affecting them. Thank you, Rashida. Rarako TV, kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me here.